What if I told you the secret key to mastering Blender isn't better modeling, texturing, or animation? It isn't even better lighting, composition, or color theory. It's the key that Pixar found 20 years ago that set them apart from every other animation studio in the world, and today I'm gonna hand you their secret so you can quite literally change the world. It's like unlocking a whole new universe. In fact, I'll break down this key into several sub-realms, each of which has the potential to help you level up exponentially. The first realm is where the fun and games happen. You can spend hours down here, and once you fully realize the power you possess, you'll feel like you own the world. I'll warn you though, don't get carried away here with the small details. Welcome to the realm of visual backstory, the first layer to truly mastering Blender. Most people will write off backstory as something obvious. Of course, everybody knows that every object should have a reason for being there, but do you actually know that? Next time you're constructing the ultimate Blender scene, think about your characters and the world in which they live. Everything should tell a story. What sort of society do they live in? Are they well-to-do or impoverished slaves? Has the settlement been long abandoned, or is it suspiciously tidy? All that is good and dandy, but you can go further. Say you're making a render of the Grand Prince's coronation. It's set in a dark, dank forest under an ancient tree. This is where visual backstory can shine. Let's imagine this tree has seen kings rise and nations fall. On its well-worn bark are the names of the men who once ruled under its vast canopy. The list is long. Think about who did what, when, where, how, and why. Putting in the time and effort to add visual backstory to your renders will make each frame feel like a true work of art. But this is only the surface when it comes to truly unlocking your full potential in Blender, which is why I'm about to tell you about motivated emotion. Welcome to the second realm. Nothing is worse than bad acting on a lame soap opera, and like it or not, many renders face their own version of the soap opera syndrome. I'm gonna call it unmotivated emotion. While crafting a true masterpiece, you should leave absolutely nothing to chance. And when it comes to what you want people to come away with after seeing your work, your goal should be clear. Ask yourself, should someone feel happy or sad after seeing your animation? Should they feel frightened or hopeful after seeing your render? A clear why is critical. In fact, the next time you open Blender, take a sticky note out. Write what you want the viewer to feel, then stick it on the screen as a constant reminder. Knowing what you want your audience to feel is actually freeing. You can suddenly make decisions with purpose, always with the message you want to convey at the forefront of your mind. On the technical side, you can start to dabble with moody lighting, unique angles, and artistic composition. Color theory is even simplified when you know what you want to say. This reminds me of an often overlooked but extremely powerful tool: contrasted emotion. Welcome to the third realm. This is an interesting realm where you can have a lot of fun, while it can easily be overused. The art of showing both the happy and sad at the same time is especially powerful. Imagine this. A sad score slowly weaves its way across the keys on a piano. Part of you wants to cry, but something bigger is happening, but you can't quite tell what it is. On screen is a seemingly happy montage. Well, the music is full of mixed emotions. Though hypothetical, this creates emotional contrast, and you can do the same thing visually. Let's say you have a sad character crying. Yes, you could put them in a gloomy room, but what if you placed them in a really beautiful scene? Field of blooming flowers, bright sun, blue sky, and birds singing. Now you have visually created contrast, all in the same frame. You've shown the good, the bad, and the ugly. A true juxtaposition. While this can lead to some heart-moving sequences, nothing is as critical as the next realm: change. Take a moment to picture a TV show where absolutely nothing changes. Every movie that's any good has some sort of change or transformation that takes place, and so should your renders. Find a way to tell a story. Find a way to show change. Just because your animation is of a spinning donut doesn't mean you can't go above and beyond and add a story. If you want an excellent example of how to bring inanimate objects to life, look at Pixar. Many believe that that's their secret ingredient. They're close to being right, but not quite there. The secret sauce of Pixar is simple. Write a great story and then make it better. How, you ask? Well, that's where the realm of story structure comes in handy. Though most of you aren't interested in making a blockbuster animated movie like I am, studying story structure can boost your game by a lot. Let's start with the basics, and at the end of this video, I'm going to give you guys some links and resources where you can learn more about this. There are 3 parts to every story. Many people call them acts, or in other words, a beginning, middle, and end. Your render or animation takes place somewhere between the beginning and end. There are countless storytelling resources out there. My favorite would be the book Save the Cat and Dan Harmon's Story Circle. In short, the story circle goes like this. You need something. You go search for it. You then find it and take it, paying a price for it. You return somehow changed. Once again, change is key. If there's one thing you take away, somehow show change. When you break it down, story is change. And alright, I literally can't read the script without looking at it, so I'm just done pretending like I'm not looking at a script. I totally am. And actually, I'm gonna include the script for people who want to study this more in depth in the description. So check out my newsletter if you want to just read this instead. Remember, you have great power. You know Pixar's secret sauce. You know that the secret key to mastering Blender isn't technical, it's storytelling. Stories can change the world. Yours can be one of them. Which reminds me of how I'm trying to tell my story about making a full-length animated movie inside of Blender, which you could check out right there. And it's a great resource if you're into film and Blender, and I go into stuff, detailed technical stuff. It's fun.